What's going on? It's your boy back with another video. Today I'm going to be breaking down reviews on my channel and how they work and all the nonsense that comes along with doing reviews. Okay, so hopefully you guys are enjoying your Thanksgiving and your Black Friday weekend. You know, everybody's out there spending money or they're on that internet swiping those cards. All right, so let's get into this commentary. As you can see, we're going to be talking over this Fallout 4. Man, this is a good game. This is a good game, guys. Honestly, a lot of people said it's a good game, but there's people that say it's not. For those of you that say it's not, you're crazy. Anyway, okay, so let's get into this. When you come to my channel and you watch a review, just understand that it's not your traditional review. This is coming from the perspective of a person who is actually trying to help you decide on whether or not you may want to spend that 60 bucks, rent this game, or just not even waste your time. Time is money as well. So, of course, if you waste time, you waste money. So, with that logic, that's why I made this YouTube channel. That was the original intention, and it still is my intention to this day to help the average Joe. If, you know, $60 is hard to come by, whether you like it or not. Now, granted, it's a hobby, and if it's a hobby that you like doing, of course, you're gonna, you know, spend that money. But I feel like because people spend money out there and they get burnt, I figured, well, yo, you know what? I'm able to get a lot of this stuff for free or through whatever means I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I figured, yo, let me warn people, this game is all hype. This game is not. Now, the reason 90% of the reviews on my channel have been positive towards games is because, honestly, man, this generation, I've been happy with the games that I see. Are they like spectacular? Are they blowing me away? Nah, not really. To be honest, not really. But I'd rather have these newer games than still be playing 360 and PS3. The reason I got into PC gaming is because towards the end of the Xbox 360 and PS3 life cycle, I felt like we were playing old stuff. It felt like we were playing that console for 10 years. It felt like we've been playing those games for years. I think the original Xbox 360 came out, what, in 05, right? And then they went to HD in like 07. And then, you know, that's, yeah, 05, what, 2015? I mean, granted, the Xbox One came out in 2013, but damn, it was almost 10 years we went playing that stuff, man. So that's how I ended up getting into PC gaming. I wanted to have that technology that didn't feel like the games were struggling. Towards the end of the Xbox 360 and PS3, the games felt like they were going through a lot of shit, man. A lot of stuff. So that's how I ended up on PC. And, you know, I decided, you know what, man, I need to put people on, man, like, especially about how PC gaming is versus console gaming. There's a lot of myths that if you play on PC, believe it or not, you're a nerd, you're a virgin. I hear it all, man. I hear it all. I hear it all. You hear what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I figured, you know what, let me just make this video real fast. Maybe you out there doing some shopping or something, give you something to listen to. Let's talk. So, when you come to my channel, right, my reviews are not IGN or GameSpot or one of those big places. This is coming from the perspective of a consumer who's going to let you know if, yo, you wasting that $60, if you might want to just rent this game, things like that. If you should just not even waste your time, because time is money, of course, as well. So, with that being said, let's break it down. Okay. The reason most of the reviews on my channel are good, are positive, if you notice, there's like maybe out of like 20 reviews, maybe 2 where I'm like, nah, I don't get the game. The reason that they're like that is because I enjoy this stuff, but a lot of people don't. Now, with Rise of the Tomb Raider, there was a lot of hate towards me when I did the review because I said, yo, I don't think people should buy the game. And honestly, if you got the $60, I'm like, yeah, if you got $60 and it's no sweat off your back, hell yeah, get Tomb Raider. But if you don't got $60, that's a game that you rent, because honestly, in the 2 or 3 days it'll take you to beat it. When you beat it, what are you going to do with that game? You're going to end up trading it in, or it's just going to sit there. Now, if you're going to collect the game, I can understand that. But me personally, I don't know, man. The graphics on it, it's another thing. For some reason, like, look at this game in the background here, right? For some reason, Tomb Raider doesn't look like this. It has like this... It looks downgraded to me. It doesn't look like it's 1080p. It doesn't look like it's well, it definitely ain't 60 frames per second. It's definitely 24 frames per second, 30 frames if you want to call it that. But that's the case there. But anyway, so I'm like, yo, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. In today's times, I feel like a game doesn't deserve to get to go backwards and get praised for it. Tomb Raider had multiplayer. Some people didn't like it. I thought it was okay, considering the multiplayer that's been coming out lately. The multiplayer is fine, but some people didn't like it, and of course, that gave the developers a way out of not adding this in again, and it made Rise of the Tomb Raider to me feel like they rushed it because honestly speaking, like, why did they not have the multiplayer the way people wanted it? People wanted them to change things about the multiplayer. They did not want it all together. So, of course, developers got greedy. Since Xbox wanted the timed exclusive, we get Rise of the Tomb Raider. We get less than what we got the first time. And people were calling it a better game. Why? Because they're fanboying. Because it came off Xbox as a timed exclusive. So, of course, it should get Game of the Year. It should get all of these things. Now, as far as Game of the Year is concerned, I asked everybody who got upset with me, why should this game be Game of the Year? Not only did they say, oh, you should buy it, they said this should be Game of the Year. So I said, with games like Fallout 4 and The Witcher 3, mind you, I'm not a huge RPG guy, you know, and I used to be. When I was growing up, I used to play RPG heavy, but as I got older, I really don't have the time to invest into a game like that. So I still play them, like Fallout, The Witcher, great games. I still play them. I still think that those are Game of the Year nominee contenders for sure. But however, now I'm asking people, and everybody's telling me, yeah, you know, it's Tomb Raider. It's the graphics. I'm like, the graphics are not that good. They're all right. The first Tomb Raider to me looks better. Now, when I went back and looked at it, of course, I was like, nah, I see what they did. For some reason, Rise of the Tomb Raider is very bright. Like, they turned all the gain up for some reason on the game. And if you look at the first Tomb Raider, it's actually kind of dark. So they did that, and it makes the game look actually different. But to me, I mean, as a person that does graphics, you know, study graphics, all you did was mess with the lighting. So, you know, not to be hard on the game is good. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy Tomb Raider. I enjoyed the game a lot. But once again, I beat it, and I never put it in again. So that was like, to me, if you got a game that you're going to beat in like 10 hours and never play again, then it's not worth $60. That's just how I do reviews. I don't care how good the game is. I'm going to tell you flat out, yo, if you got that $60 to burn, go get it. If you don't, and all these other games is coming out, like Fallout and all that, you might want to get that because that's going to give you more for your money. So it's all about what your dollar's going to get you when I do a review. It's not about the hype or fanboying. I'm fair, man. Everybody knows I love Xbox, but if a game is coming off Xbox and it's not worth $60, I don't give a fuck, man. I'm going to tell you it's not worth $60. So that's how reviews work on my channel. Now, with that being said, I remember the Destiny review. That was one of my first few reviews. When I did Destiny, I was telling people, yo, that game is hot. Go get it. That's when I was doing the number scores on my reviews. And people were mad. Like, nah, that shit is crap. Just that and the third. Look at Destiny to this day. So many people like the game. You know, nobody came and said, yo, man, yo, you was right. I didn't see that coming. That game was crap. Da-da-da-da. Don't get me wrong. I don't even play the game, but I knew it was a good game when I reviewed it. I said, yo, this is actually a good game. You know, this is a game. It's doing shady stuff. Definitely 100%. But the overall game itself is pretty aight. Because you got the game where you could play co-op with people and do all kinds of MMO shit, which I don't consider Destiny an MMO. That's a fucking joke to any PC game out there who knows what an MMO is. But you have those elements of an MMO in there. And then you have the straight up Call of Duty, you know, team battle versus, you know, you got that whole element, and this game gives you all of this for $60. So once again, it's worth it. See what I'm saying? You see how I judge that? Then I did a review on Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs was dope as fuck to me. I don't know how people hated on that game. Yes, I just died. I don't know how people hated on that game. So I'm sitting there saying to myself, I'm like, wait a minute, man. People expect way too much from games. You hated Watch Dogs, but Rise of the Tomb Raider should be Game of the Year. Like, this is what I mean about people. So this leads me to the second portion of this video. When you do reviews, I want you guys to understand something about me, because a lot of people be asking me questions like, now this is not a shot at nobody. I'm just keeping it real. I'm telling the story here. A lot of y'all be asking me why I'm out on certain podcasts. No, I'm not on certain people's channels and this, that, and the third. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell you the truth. When you do reviews, there's people out there that feel like you're telling them what to like because you do reviews. So when you're a person like me who's not a big name person, you're not an IGN, you're not a GameSpot, people hate you because they're mad that you can give an articulate opinion on a game, especially if it's like a game that they like, a console they like, and you're talking about the games. They're fearful that you're going to be like, oh, this game is crap, because honestly, a lot of people do that. So automatically they think that when you do reviews and you start getting popular, you start getting hits, people start to get concerned that you become powerful and you may say something bad about their favorite game or favorite console, and they automatically just have a dislike for you because they don't like that you're telling people about games. They feel like you're controlling the thoughts of people, or you're using your popularity to influence people to either like what you like or not like it. Now, I was told this on numerous occasions that people don't like me because I tell people what to think. And I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? I tell people what to think. I give my opinion, but I know what they mean when you look at it from that perspective. People feel like because I'm telling you that Rise of the Tomb Raider should not be Game of the Year, or you should probably just rent it, the fanboys got upset with me because right away they're like, oh, this guy's not agreeing with us. Let's be honest. Everybody that told me that when they beat the game in the 2, 3, 4 days that it took them to beat it, I asked them, have you played it again? No. Okay then. So it's not worth $60. How could a game that's not worth $60 in this day and time? Now I'm judging it based off this day and time, what you get for $60. That's what I'm weighing it against. I'm weighing it against the value of a $60 purchase. When you weigh it against the value of a $60 purchase and your answer is, oh, I only played it for 4 days and I never did again, how can that game be Game of the Year when you have games like Fallout 4 who people are playing for weeks? It's a good game, don't get me wrong, but it's just a game. It's a regular game. What makes this game stand out? Nobody could tell me. Everybody's just mad. It is what it is. Now, this is part of doing reviews, and why when you give out a bad review or you go against the grain, people hate you. So you guys have to understand, doing reviews is not easy, especially if you're going to be serious about it, and you're going to start going out there talking to companies, reviewing their games. You got to be careful with that too, because when you say something bad about a company's game, they'll remember you. They'll remember you when it's time to go to like E3 and stuff like that. They will remember you depending on how popular your review is. Sometimes when they give you a review copy of a game, they ask you to email them or tweet them the actual review so they can see what you said. So if you tweet them or you email them and the review is you bashing the hell out of a game they gave a review copy for, now you can still end up getting a review copy of a game from them, because sometimes the right person is going to say, okay, let's change his mind. Let's show him that we did the right thing with this next game. But some people are going to be like, oh, well, screw you, buddy. You're not going to give you a copy to bash our game. So this goes hand in hand, good, bad, ugly. So I want you guys to know this, because don't think that because I do these reviews, it's all good over here. I get a lot of hate, man. A lot of people who fanboy hate people who do reviews. So if I'm not IGN and I'm not GameSpot and it's just regular Joe from the block and I'm doing reviews and I come around, they gonna want to kill me. Them fanboys be, man, they hate it. So I wanted you guys to know that. So I just really wanted to talk to y'all and let y'all know that, yo, this is not easy. If I just made commentaries on this channel and I talked a little smack here and there, maybe just did like a podcast or something, it could be better. But when you guys are asking me why I'm not on this person's channel or that person's channel, it's because they don't like people who do reviews. A lot of people don't like game reviews. If you're serious about doing game reviews, they're constantly trying to expose you. They want to know if you actually played the game. They want to know exactly where you played the game. They want to know a lot of things that they shouldn't know about you. The trophy police, as they would say. So I did this video to explain that to y'all. I hope you guys get time to watch this whole video. I made it a little bit longer than I would normally make a video, just so you can have something to listen to while you out running around. If you're in your car, you're on a train, something like that. If you're just chilling in the house, you know, you got family over and it's nothing to watch, I'm giving you that entertainment, dog. You know what I'm saying? That Fallout 4 commentary. But anyway, yeah, I'm out of here, man. I made this long enough. I just felt like sharing that with you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, because I'm sure a lot of y'all didn't even realize that, you know, it's a lot of pressure on you as a reviewer on YouTube versus just being a regular YouTuber. I'm sure a lot of y'all didn't know that. But yeah, that's why when you ask me stuff like why I'm not with so-and-so or this person or that person, they probably don't really want me there because they don't like people who do reviews. If you ask, a lot of people don't like people who do reviews for whatever reason, but other than the influence that they have, they just don't. A lot of people think, you know, one day this guy's going to talk some crap about my game and I'm going to hate him for it. It's childish, it's petty, but it is what it is. You know, I'm mature enough to know that I'm not here to be like, that's why if you hear some of my videos when I first started my channel, I called myself the bad guy because I already knew people wasn't going to feel where I was coming from. And that's all good. That's cool and everything. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Anyway, it's your boy Jimmybgaming, man. Hope you guys still enjoying that turkey. If you're still eating it, because Thanksgiving was a few days ago, you shouldn't be really eating that turkey by now. Should be getting ready for turkey soup. If you got one of those old school grandmas, she's probably preparing that for some Thanksgiving stuffing or some chicken noodle soup or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm out of here, man. Y'all be good. Later.
I could really use your help.